Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues. Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
Yeah, so the reason I chose gun control was because I care about guns, and gun control has really just been a thing the media has put out there about the recent mass shootings, and it's been something that they've lured a lot of people into, and I just want the media or the public to be knowledgeable about guns, how they can be obtained, and the different types of guns before they go out and vote for gun control right away as being a solution. You want to know what you're voting for before you actually go out and start supporting this whole gun control ordeal.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Yeah, so me and my group member just wanted our call to action to be um, people educating themselves about guns, as I said before. Just going out and educating yourself about guns, about how they can be obtained, who can use them, about how gun control can affect people individually and as a whole country. Uh, it's very important that you're educated as much as you can about this topic because it's a very harsh topic and it can affect many things. And guns have so many different things. Um, just obtaining them is one huge process, and we want people to be knowledgeable about all things and about guns and more than just the general little facts. The details are really what will put people to decide whether or not they want gun control to be enforced.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
I think my group member would say that my biggest strength is just being able to talk about our topic off of my head and just being able to have a lot of knowledge about the topic without hardly doing any research on it. I was able to come up with a lot of information about guns, how they're obtained without having to look up any information. Just having been being around guns for such a long time at such an early age, I've learned a lot about guns, how they can be obtained, and the different types of guns, and really who can use them. And this has been a huge benefit to me.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
I don't think we had really any big challenges. It was just trying to get as much detail into our presentation as possible because there's so much detail about guns and the different types and gun control itself that it's hard to cut out certain details to persuade people on the correct solution for gun control and stopping gun violence. That would be our only real small challenge was just cutting out those details. It was hard to do, but we were cut for time, and we got as much detail in the amount of time as we could, and we got across the points that we needed to get across, and we got a few really solid details. But unfortunately, yeah, we did have to cut out a few very minor details that we had come up with in as part of our information.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from Com 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
Yeah, so I think for Com 110, one of the biggest things that uh, came across to me was that just putting emotion into your speaking and putting expression into your speaking is a big factor because it puts meaning into what you're saying and it makes you more professional. It makes the audience want to listen to what you're saying. It helps them remember what you're saying, and it adds that detail and overall just emotion to what you're saying. And without it, it doesn't really bring across the message as well, and it just overall brings the audience. It makes them more lively and want to be more engaged in what you're saying.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so.
For
Take
sure.
care.
Thanks.